upon a time, there lived the Sisters of Heaven, guarding over the universe and everything inside. They are the helpers of the gods to maintain the balance of the universe and watch over the creatures residing in it. As heavenly creatures, they are prized for their beauty, their intelligence, and their songs, so much so that on earth exists a place dedicated only to them, the River of Angels. If there were actual angels visiting the river was of course a mystery to the mortals on earth. But little did they know, the angels acknowledged the river's presence and their dedication, which eventually lead to 3 of the angels' visit for the first time in 100 years. Keshwari, Chandramaya, and Arawinda are the younger sisters of heaven who are visiting earth for the first time. They are fascinated, though they do not venture far. They keep to the lone river that is dedicated to them. Slight from their knowledge, however, proves them unaware of a man lurking in the shadows of the trees surrounding the river, silently stalking them.
Wasn't this exciting?
Unlike any of your stories, I'm afraid to say, Chandramaya.
Oh, my dear sister, but the thought itself of this river being dedicated to us for our use shows just how thoughtful humans are, doesn't it?
Simple act of kindness does not determine a whole race of creatures. Have you been listening to the stories whispered among our sisters? Humans wreak havoc on Earth, inciting wars against each other for strength and power.
Okay, Shwari, I'm sure it is not all that bad.
Not all that bad. Their prides take over them alongside their greed as they seek for riches and power. They are lustful and envious, capable of gluttony and wrath. They are slothful creatures.
It is wrong to assume such horrible things to define the humans. Besides, you have not met one either.
You're free to assume whatever you wish, sisters, but I am going home.
No, you must not go home without us.
Let us all return together.
You are far too prejudiced against the earth and the humans, Keshwari. Not stay for a while longer?
No, Chandramaya, I've had enough. Earth is no place for angels like us. It is beneath us.
Left with no other choice, the other 2 sisters follow Keshwari, the eldest of the 3, out of the river and onto the hill of rocks lining the side of the open space. There they have hid their shawls, a heavenly instrument used to fly them up to the heavens. Keshwari picks up her shawl, eager to go home. Chandramaya, with a heavy heart, picks hers up as well. However, a slight misfortune reveals itself, as Arawinda could not seem to find her own.
What is it, sister?
I cannot seem to find my shawl. I placed it here. I remember clearly, but now it's gone.
Nonsense. Perhaps you misplaced it is all.
It is all right, sister. We will help you find it.
And so the 3 sisters of heaven search for Arawinda's lost red shawl, combing through the area of the River of Angels until sundown. Neither of the 3 seem to notice the man now slowly retreating back onto the shadows of the looming trees, the younger sister's shawl clutched between his hands. Only once the sun has vanished and replaced by the moon, the sisters finally stop their search.
This is hopeless. We've searched everywhere.
No! We will find it.
And it is frowned upon to be known to have visited Earth, especially during the day. We cannot afford to stay much longer.
What should I do? I cannot fly home without my shawl.
We're left with no other choice, Arawinda.
You'll have to stay, and we shall seek for the sisters' guidance.
Stay? On Earth alone? But you said it yourself. The Earth and the humans are corrupt.
It won't be long, I'm sure.
We promise you, Arawinda. We'll return as soon as we can. But for now, you must stay safe.
Chandramaya is right, Arawinda. Do not venture away from the River of Angels. Perhaps here the gods can watch over you.
May the gods' blessings be upon you, my dear sister.
Do not worry, we'll reunite with you soon.
Keshwari and Chandramaya are then forced to leave their youngest sister, Arawinda, alone on Earth with a lost shawl. Arawinda witnesses as her sisters disappear to the heavens above, a place they all call home. Days seem to blur together as they pass. Arawinda keeps true to her promise to her sisters at first, staying in the River of Angels for as long as she could. It is not long before she is overwhelmed with boredom, forgetting their words and finally venturing into the woods where the River of Angels is surrounded by. Her fear of the unknown lurking in the woods then steadily grows, although Arawinda finds a way to calm herself down, doing the one thing she is prized for, her singing voice.
In these dark woods alone I roam, a lost creature, a being out of place, left stranded, longing to return home. Now I shall wait in grace. Oh, but how long, how much longer should I keep myself assured? Yeah, but how long, how much longer will my sisters take to return? I am trapped in this strange new land, far cry from what I know. Unfamiliar creatures that I must withstand, and the crystal waters of the river that flow. Oh, but how long, how much longer should I keep myself assured? Yeah, but how long do I have to wait?
Enter Raden Mas Kawiswara, a soon-to-be king of the local kingdom. He arrives with his twin sister, Raden Ajeng Maharani, both drawn towards Arawinda's voice. The both of them are mesmerized. Seeing the two approaching, Arawinda abruptly stops her singing, surprise taking over her all of a sudden.
Stop! Don't go any closer.
Oh, don't be afraid of us, my lady. We were simply riding through the woods when we caught wind of your voice. What a beautiful voice that is you possess. An enchantment of songs.
Thank you.
I have never seen the likes of you around. Who are you?
My apologies, but who are you?
I am Raden Mas Kawiswara, future ruler of the lands. Although I'm a soon-to-be leader, I'm still simply a man with a heart. And you must believe me when I tell you what an extraordinary beauty you possess, my lady.
Oh, please. Now tell us your name.
My name is Arawinda.
And how have you ended up here in this dark woods alone, my lady Arawinda?
I lost an extremely dear possession of mine, and now I cannot go home.
Lost the dear possession? Is there nothing more of the sort where you come from?
I am afraid not, Your Highness.
No matter, Lady Arawinda. We will help you seek for your dear possession. However, it is getting late. I'm sure you are famished and exhausted.
What are you doing?
We have a place for a lovely lady such as yourself in our palace. Would you like to come with?
Where you will truly help me with the search?
It will be our delight.
Speak for yourself.
At last, Arawinda finally agrees to come with Raden Mas and his twin sister to the palace. She rides with Raden Mas Kawiswara, the dashing gentleman, through the woods and into a whole new world of civilization to which she has never known before. The palace is located in the middle of the kingdom, reigning over the humans of the entire land, with long majestic spires and the kingdom's banners waved by the wind. With the easy, comfortable rhythm of the palace life, Arawinda finds herself to be taken care for. Soon she is accustomed to the ways of the things there, especially as she is frowned upon for her beauty and her singing, basking in compliments and the joy of others whenever she is around. An exception could be made for Maharani, whose envy has begun to grow the moment she sets eyes on Arawinda in the woods. Maharani is determined to show Arawinda who the princess in the kingdom is, and it is certainly not the latter.
Look at all these beautiful jewelries. It was especially made for me by the palace's bracelet maker, you know?
You have a bracelet maker? Oh, how exciting!
Yes, we call him Gumilar. Oh, there he is now.
Enter Gumilar, the palace's finest bracelet maker, with an eye for all things beautiful. It is only natural that the moment he stepped into the room, his attention was quickly stolen by Arawinda, whose beauty melts all hearts.
A very fine afternoon to you, Your Highness, my lady.
Hello, Gumilar. May I introduce to you Arawinda, my brother's guest? Now, what sorts of jewels have you brought for me today?
I had it specially crafted for you, Your Highness.
What a fine craft you are, sir.
Gumilar is the palace's finest bracelet maker for a reason. True to his title, Arawinda, you won't find any like him in the land.
Gumilar reveals his fascination towards Arawinda with no hesitation.
Which part of the land have you suffered from, Lady Arawinda? For your beauty enhance any man. Your eyes, they are twin orbs that fallen from the sky, a creation of stars. Your hair is black as a pitch black night, a tangle of splendor.
I see you have a way with words.
Now, Gumilar, it is not the place nor the time to confess your love to her. Wait in line like everybody else. Even my own brother is enchanted by her. Well, that's about it, I'm sure. Come, Arawinda, my brother is waiting for us to tea.
I will see you around the palace, Gumilar.
I shall bid you farewell then, my lady.
The two ladies leave the room, but it does not erase the emotions now coursing inside the fine bracelet maker, as he is continuously haunted by the star-like eyes belonging only to the mysterious Lady Arawinda. A full moon passes. At last, Arawinda is reunited with her sisters who appear before her in a dream. Of course, Arawinda is extremely joyful to see her sisters once more, excitement bubbling inside her to tell them what she knows about the humans who have been nothing but kind to her. Unfortunately for her, the sisters arrive with bad news.
Keshwari, Chandramaya, you would not believe where I am. The humans, they took me in. They showed me all these things in their lives. The little houses and life in the palace.
Spoken to the sisters. They say it is not possible for you to go home without your shawl.
What? What do you mean it is not possible?
Our deepest apologies. Arawinda, the sisters have had a long talk about this. We're not capable of bringing you home, for the force of the universe will pull you back to Earth without your own shawl clinging to yourself.
But please, that cannot be true. I am a child of the heavens. I am one of you.
Yes, well,
The gods have deemed you irresponsible for losing the one and only gift they bestow upon you. The shawl of angels are sacred objects, Arawinda.
But Chandramaya talked me into this. You talked me into visiting Earth before leaving me alone to fend for myself among the humans. You might as well have told me that I am doomed.
I'm so sorry, my dear sister.
However, you are given choices, Arawinda. You may continue to seek for your lost shawl, otherwise you wouldn't be able to return. Ever.
Oh,
What an utter disgrace would it be to live among humans. Might as well burn in the highest of hell.
We'll find a way to get you out of here, Arawinda. I will personally speak to our eldest sister and request a vision upon the gods. Anything to help your search.
you would do that?
Anything for you. It was my fault that you're in this complicated situation in the first place.
But please, Chandramaya, Keshwari, return to me soon with good news.
We will. May the gods watch over you while we are gone.
Once more, the sisters depart from their youngest. Arawinda finds herself yet again in a dark tunnel, a bleak state of mind with no end. It seems no matter the amount of people sent to the woods or the hours of effort put in, they could not find Arawinda's lost shawl. In reality, things are definitely looking down as more days pass with no fruitful result. Only instead of worrying, Arawinda has grown comfortable with the people in the palace. She loves the routine of breakfast and tea and trying on dresses in her changing rooms, lunch and dinner with the royal siblings. And yet, the one person she is fondest towards is no other than Gumilar, the bracelet maker who always finds a way to drop in lovely words enough to unsettle her heart. Until one night, Gumilar arrived by Arawinda's residence in the palace, throwing stones at her window.
Gumilar, is that you?
Yes, my lady, it is I, who came to seek for your presence under the beautiful moon.
Whatever do you need of me, Gumilar?
I miss your heavenly presence, my Lady Arun. The force of your pull that demand the utmost attention simply as you be.
You do?
I do, my Lady Arun, very much. And there's something you must know.
When Maharani enters the tower, knocking loudly and abruptly at Arawinda's door.
Arawinda, are you in there?
Yes, just a second.
My brother is waiting for you in the throne room. Said he would like a word with you.
Wait, please.
No, Lady Arwinda, you can go. You must. That I didn't request for your presence.
But
Hurry now.
Go, we'll talk later.
Is back behind the vine, sneaking up the tower as Arawinda hurries to the door to answer the Raden's command. Kawiswara is seated atop a high back chair at the end of the room, looking very much regal and the epitome of a leader. There is an aura of confidence reverberating through him as he gestures for Arawinda and Maharani to approach the throne.
Your Highness, you requested for my presence?
Yes, I have. Thank you for coming.
I had to wait by her door for so long, and only the gods know what she was there for. What were you doing, Arawinda?
Nothing in particular.
It is not your place to question Lady Arawinda's activities, Maharani. I'm sure whatever it is, it must be of goodness.
If I may, Your Majesty, why is it that you have called for me?
I would like to inform you about the search of your shawl.
Have you found it?
Unfortunately, no. We have searched far and wide throughout the woods and the kingdom. Lady Arawinda, I'm afraid the shawl is a lost cause. We have combed every inch of what we can after all.
This piece of information strikes through Arawinda's reality like a hammer, shattering her hope and what is left of the old life she keeps clinging to into pieces. Suddenly, the tension is high in the air as Kawiswara continues.
That being said, I have seen how well you've grown accustomed to the palace life. Whatever your home is, it could have been better than all of this. I am willing to offer you all of this, Lady Arawinda. All you have to do is accept it.
Accept?
You can't be serious, brother. You have completely lost your mind.
Understand, what is happening?
Happening is that I am proposing to you, my dearest Arawinda. In the name of the kingdom and my word as Raden Mas, I confess to be enamored by you. You have captured my heart since the moment I heard your voice in the woods, all those months ago. Marry me, Lady Arawinda, and you shall have every one of your wishes granted. Marry me, and you will become the face of our new era.
I cannot. I need to think about this.
What woman would turn down such an offer, Arawinda? I'm offering to you the one chance they would all die for, aren't I?
But my home is also very dear to me.
But it is not precisely the heavens that Arawinda's train of thought is occupied with at this moment. She could not help but think about Gumilar and his beautiful words, waiting just moments ago outside of her window.
I see.
Would Your Majesty please give me time?
All right. You have until tomorrow evening, Lady Arawinda. I shall ask you again then, and should you refuse? But that simply won't happen, would it? You best pick the right choice.
I will.
Leaves the throne room with a crippled heart, a torn train of thoughts filled with possibilities in her future. Perhaps the end of the tunnel, after all.
Raden Mas, he has just proposed to me.
Oh, have you accepted his offer?
No, of course not. I mean, I cannot. I simply should not.
And why not? Has he not been a grateful host?
The most graceful, I shall say.
That it is clear to me what your answer is, my lady.
What? Gumilar, you cannot possibly think that I am...
Going to accept him? Truly. He cannot blame him. You are the most beautiful lady in the land, Lady Arawinda. It is simply sensible that he proposed. You said so yourself that he's a grateful host.
But I do not love him.
Lady Arawinda, love will come later.
No, it will not. Because I love you.
Are you sure?
I may not have been sure before, but I am now.
Lady Arawinda, it is what I've been trying to tell you. I've been drawn toward you the first time I laid my eyes on you. Although it is unaccounted for, the Raden Mas is attracted to you as well. But my heart is true, as my body is true to my soul. I cannot offer you anything, especially compared to Raden Mas. I am simply a blazon maker. I shall understand if you wish to take up his offer rather than being with someone like me.
Don't care. I want to be with you.
The Raden Mas will not be pleased if you know about this, Lady Arina. He will have both of our head on his pike in a placement of wrath for our secret love.
You're right. He will.
Raden Ajam, how long have you been?
I listened to everything.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No one should apologize for their feelings, Arawinda. If it is Gumilar that you love, then even my brother will not be able to change that course of your heart.
How do I tell the Raden Mas? This will definitely crush him. Help us, Raden Ajam.
Then don't tell him.
What other choice do we have?
You can run
And go where?
anywhere, Arawinda. As long as it is with the one that you love, you will be content for the rest of your life.
She's right, my Lady Arina. We
Run?
must as fast as we can go. And don't look back. Never look back.
With that one sentence, Arawinda's heart repaired itself. Somehow there is still hope. Hope to be with the mortal that she has fallen in love with, and away from the one who is unknowingly trapped in an unrequited love. And so the couple ride into the night, letting the chill of the air and the pitch-black darkness cover the track. The next morning, it has come to the attention of Kawiswara that Arawinda escaped from the palace with Gumilar the previous night. It confuses Kawiswara. He is so used to having everything for himself, no matter the cost or the effort to achieve it.
Could she be gone? Did none of you pay close attention to her? And how could she have left after all I have done for her? That ungrateful creature.
You know, brother,
And with Gumilar of all people, what need does she have of such a low life?
you would not regret listening to the truth that I'm about to spout, brother. The girl they have blindly proposed to, she does not love you, nor is she grateful in any way of what you have given her. It is the reason to her leaving with Gumilar, and your proposal was getting in their way. Oh, but what a tragedy.
Love does not exist. Only fools believe in love. And Arawinda falling in love with a bracelet maker when she could have a Raden, it's a degradation, a disgrace. I refuse to be put in such a position.
Really? Kawiswara, Arawinda is also a nobody. She's nowhere fit to be your partner in ruling.
What are you up to, sister? Your deceitful plan to remove Arawinda simply because of your petty envy towards her.
Oh, as if you're not wrathfully prideful yourself, brother.
However, it does not erase the fact that Arawinda has disrespected the kingdom and the crown. I am the Raden Mas, Maharani. Everyone must bow only to me.
It is only now that Kawiswara shows its true colors, the secret dangerous side of the prince, who craves for attention like scraps.
Everyone in the kingdom must do as I say. Otherwise, they will find themselves punished. Guards, I want you to seek for Arawinda and a bastard Gumilar. Bring the former alive to me, and the latter, as for the latter, I only need his head.
There are many moments in which the couple are close to being caught by Kawiswara and his guards, but Gumilar has an idea, and so he took Arawinda to the safest, most secretive place he could think of.
The River of Angels.
Yes, we'll be safe here, for the gods will watch over us. The stories are everywhere in the old wives' tale.
Everyone knows the River of Angels is everywhere in the Old Wives' Tale, but none actually knows where it is located. At midnight, the Sisters of Heaven finally decide to visit her again. With Gumilar's family sleeping far from the shore of the river, Arawinda makes her way to the base of the waterfall, where sisters are already waiting.
Arawinda, what happened? We tried to visit you at the palace, but you were nowhere to be seen.
You left. Raden Mas Kawiswara proposed marriage.
What? What'd you say?
Turn him down.
Oh, good. Now, do not start having foolish ideas and fall in love with humans, even if he is not a commoner. A king does not mean anything compared to us.
Creatures' honor is not determined by their birth.
Well,
Why have you spoken so? What happened, Arawinda?
We fled the palace and have been in hiding for our good.
we? Who came with you?
Gumilar came with me. He has stayed with me in the palace and throughout the journey.
Have you lost your mind? Is he not the bracelet maker? Arawinda, he is a nobody.
But I love him. and he has been protecting me when the gods could not. He deserves more of my gratification than those in heaven.
Now, dear sister, if you could please take that back.
I shall not. I stand true to my statement. Gumilar and I are in love, and there's nothing you could do about it. I have lost hope of finding the shawl. It is gone for good.
Except we have received a vision from the gods about the location of your shawl.
You have?
Yes, but I do not see how it should matter, considering your lovesick matter.
I have the right to receive the vision also.
Ishwari, please refrain from being too hard on her. She's able to identify which is right and which is wrong. Are you sure about Gumilar? I mean, he barely has any penny to his name, Arawinda. You know how humans value their riches.
She's best to learn on her own how horrible and nonsensical humans truly are. The gods told us that there are two male humans most attracted to you, and you closely linked to them during your time on Earth.
Yes. And?
Well, they said it was one of them who took your shawl.
Once the sun has risen, Arawinda wastes no time telling Gumilar the scene that unfolded earlier that night.
It's him. I am sure.
Kawiswara? But he was the one who gave all his effort to help your search.
But who else could it be? He was the first human I met here. He said it himself. He had combed the whole woods and kingdom for my shawl. It is impossible that he did not find it. He must have, and hid it from me so I would accept his marriage proposal.
We are far away from him now, Arawinda. We are safe as long as we steer clear away from him. We could sail wherever we want and start a new life. Just you and me. Is comforting him truly important?
It is to me.
We have successfully put that behind us. And now you would like to return?
You could not simply steal my shawl and get away with it, Gumilar. Someone must teach him a lesson. Someone must punish him. It would show him that the angels are not to mess with.
Then what will happen once we found it? Your soul. Are we going back to the heaven, leaving me?
I don't know. But of course I will return to the heavens. Perhaps for a visit. However, I could not bear to leave you, Gumilar. Not now that I know I have the one thing angels could ill afford for. I am not going to lose you.
I don't want to lose you too. Fine then. How are we going to punish him?
That day, the couples keep concocting all sorts of plans to meet with the Radenmas, whose dark soul is no different, proven by his envious, cheating ways. It is finally time for Arawinda to learn the truth. Arawinda woke up in the middle of the night. Her throat is suddenly dry, her lungs hacking coughs, as she scrambles on the ground for water.
Gumilar, may I have some water? I shall take the bottle from your satchel.
Gumilar did not answer. He is too deep in a state of unconsciousness, fast asleep, to acknowledge her. At last, Arawinda simply reaches for his satchel herself. He searches for the bottle of water, past the objects and the trinkets he kept inside the satchel. Suddenly, she felt something soft, softer than any fabric on her. On contact with her fingers, with a frantic heart, Arawinda pulls the object out. At last, she has found her shawl. In the woods, truths are waiting to be revealed as Arawinda, Gumilar, and Kawiswara are united once more. The air crackles with both known and the unknown, tension thickening between the three as they face each other for the last time.
Took you long enough? Have you finally changed your mind, Arawinda, and realized that this bastard isn't worth your time?
As if she come to finally comfort you for all that you've done.
Guards!
Stop this!
I shall give you one more chance, Arawinda. Accept my proposal and become my wife. Or otherwise, you can watch him die, strangled to death.
Don't listen to him, Arawinda. Don't accept him. Show him the consequences of his action. Punish him.
What in all earth have I done? I've been nothing but kind, offering you the world and more, Arawinda.
He's lying, Arawinda. He was the one who took your shawl.
Shawl? What? Oh, are we talking about the same thing? The red shawl?
Yes.
I have no idea what are you talking about. Low life. I did not take the shawl. I am not a thief. If you even recall with your brainless mind, I was the one who helped her with her search.
Stop with the lies, Kawiswara.
Shut up, both of you! Kawiswara is many things, but he is not a liar.
What? Arwinda, what are you?
You are, Gumilar. You are the one who took my shawl. You were there on our first day on Earth, spying on us and hiding the red shawl that was given to me by the gods. That is why you are so keen to prove that Kawiswara did it. Why you knew where the River of Angels is located. You have done the worst deed to ever happen to an angel and lied about it. You deserve to be punished.
Oh wow, I've never expected that. Or perhaps it is not hard to predict, considering our dearest Gumilar is a low-life bastard who is also a thief. You figured it out, Aravinda.
Hara, I'll get it because I've been falling in love with you since the first time I laid my eyes on you. I want to be with you forever. Please forgive me.
Now, come to me, won't you? I have proven to be the better man. Hell, the best man that one could offer in the land. Come, my dear, and be with me.
No, I have had enough.
No, please, Aravinda. I love you.
It is not love if it is based on lies.
Faking it.
How dare you speak to her, Aravinda, darling. You can be with me and you'll be forever rid of such treatment. Marry me, Aravinda.
Both of you are no different. Humans are all the same. Tishwari was right. I do not belong here. Never was, never will. May the gods have mercy on you all.